in regards to this OTF Rico trial between OTF Dede, Lil Durk, OTF Vonnie, and others. And to be honest with you, I can't tell whether it's a situation of people trying to throw other people under the bus to save themselves, or it's a play so everyone could quote unquote get their fair shot at trial. Now, for all the YNs out there that glorify the street stuff, I want y'all to pay very close attention, because experience would be your best teacher in life. And with that being said, instead of waiting until it's too late and you in them courtrooms literally fighting for your life for guys who aren't willing to do the same for you, learn from the people that's there before you. And when I tell y'all that everybody's gang until their lawyer come back and tell them that the DA is asking for no less than 30 years, then that's when the truth.
Exactly. Everybody gang to them charges and them numbers get thrown at you.
Them starts to reveal themselves. However, at that point, you're in too deep and you're wondering why that same friend, bro, twin, or gang you thought was down for the cause is now switching up right before your eyes. Like I always mention, ATK member Queso literally just got a life sentence because his own friend and father, I repeat, father, testified against him. So what y'all think someone in the streets will do to you? Keep in mind he already been handed a life sentence for one case and is headed to trial for another body, and he's going into that trial with a public defender. Now, I would never make fun of someone concerning death or jail, but what I will do is bring awareness to what's going on and let y'all know before y'all crash out that it's not worth it, and while you're ahead, you better quit while you still have time, or else. With all that being said, let's get into this new information we got concerning this OTF Rico that has everybody wondering what's going on within the OTF members that's been snatched up for this indictment. Now, keep in mind that it was already noted by prosecutors that they have evidence and other witnesses willing to cooperate within this case. Who's the witnesses so far? We're not too sure. We have a few assumptions and people in mind, but in reality, nobody really knows until paperwork drop or the trial starts. Right. However, we already got OTF Vonnie, who we're not sure what he's doing, but he's been looking shaky ever since he's been picked up for the case and checked himself into PC. As for the other members, we've heard allegedly.
Nah, I ain't know that. I ain't know he checked himself into PC. Yeah.
That OTF Jan was cooperating, but that hasn't been solidified. It's just been hearsay. But we also heard that allegedly there's other members within the guys that may be speaking behind the scenes as well. Then you have OTF Dede. Now, when it comes to Dede, it's been rumored that many believe he will be taking a rap for Durk allegedly in order to assure that Durk gets out and be able to do what he has to do, being that he's the breadwinner. But as I told y'all before, it don't just work like that when it comes to the feds. Maybe in the state for like a weapon charge or drug possession charge or something of that nature. But when you're talking about someone being on trial for a body, where the feds claim to have evidence against a certain individual, it don't just work out like that. He or she is going to have to properly defend themselves over whatever evidence is brought against them, because clearly there's been an investigation going on where the feds may believe he or she should be held accountable for whatever crime it is. With that being said, in a nutshell, no one person could just step up and say, I take the blame for this. I don't know why people think this is the movies. But anyway, as of today, some motions within the trial has been filed within the OTF Rico concerning OTF Dede, whereas many are stating that he's throwing Lil Durk under the bus to separate himself from his case with Lil Durk, and I guess just deal with whatever they may have against him. Then we will also find out that allegedly the feds are introducing a testimony from a witness alleging that Durk wanted the witness and OTF affiliate Booney Mo to unalive O-Block members because they weren't sliding for King Von after he passed away. There's more information in regard.
Nah, that's crazy. Man, see that's why that heat, bro. I don't know if that's true or not, but like, bro, that I don't even know what to say, because that's crazy, bro. Wow.
To them, allegedly want to do something violently to another Lamron 300 member as well. So here's what I'm gonna do. We're going to read an excerpt from what the feds are alleging, and we're going to just point out what a few things may or may not be a coincidence in regards to what we already know. So before we get into everything, make sure you hit that thumbs up button so we can get this video into the algorithm. And if you're not subscribed to the platform already, make sure you do so now. Let's get into it. Now, the information provided comes from a Twitter handle known as Durk All Day. They would gain access to what they allege is paperwork showing claims that Durk tried to get certain guys to slide on O Block members for not sliding for Vaughn. Keep in mind this also includes names such as THF Bezu, Booney Mo, and others. Information gathered was taken from text messages allegedly between Durk and others. Now the document will read, quote, evidence that defendant Banks and others involved in the M of SR sought to exact revenge on another rival of defendant Banks at defendant Banks' direction. Specifically in April 2023, text messages by and between defendant Banks and OTF members.
Damn, that said shows defendant Banks feud with O Block member. That believe O Block members were not properly retaliating for Bennett's death in the thread. Defendant's Bank states, I'm finna pipe it up, to which Booney Mo responds, blood is green.
Members, including defendant DeAndre Wilson, Antonio Jones aka Booney Mo, and PW1, show defendant Banks' feud with O Block member Munna Duke over defendant Banks' belief that O Block members were not properly retaliating for Bennett's death. In the thread, defendant Banks states, I'm finna pipe it up, to which Booney Mo responds, blood is green, emoji of car, and green light. Getting it together now, no phones. As set forth in cooperated discovery produced to you, the government expects PW1 will testify that in response to defendant Banks' direction to exact revenge on O Block members, PW1 and Booney Mo purchased a vehicle with funds from defendant Banks to travel to O Block and unalive whatever O Block members they could find. PW1 is also expected to testify that PW1 would have been expected to be paid by defendant Banks for anyone the conspirators unalive, but that the conspirators did not go through with the plan because of police presence in O Block. Evidence that defendant Banks and other OTF members involved in the M of SR discussed violence against another rival of defendant Banks at defendant Banks' direction. Specifically, an April 2023 text message thread between defendant Banks, defendant Wilson, Booney Mo, and Devonshea Collier aka Zoo, wherein defendant Banks sends a screenshot of an Instagram message he sent to Richard Ramsey at Richo_Lamron300 that says, quote, I got them hunting you up, but better have 3 ski masks on. Now if y'all go back to the videos we did
bro, nigga, if this is true, bro, man, I ain't saying it is true, but that's crazy, bro. Whoever this person is that's out here, I'm trying to tell you, bro, that's why you just, if y'all gonna do these kind of meetings and stuff, bro, do it in person. Like, cause bro, hey man, this is too much going on, bro. It can't even keep up with it, bro. Like, but that's crazy though. Man, Durk, bro, I hope it ain't true, my dude.
Obviously, what did we tell y'all?
That's crazy.
We said one of the reasons they keep denying Lil Durk Bond's hearings and they keep pushing his trial back can be one or two things. One, they're gathering more evidence against him and have more to present for when it's time for trial. Or two, they have people cooperating behind the scenes that they're trying to gather more information from. For y'all that don't know how the feds play, they could wait forever. They got the patience of an elephant. And I said in the previous video, I think the only reason they rushed to get Durk so fast before having everything together is because they seen that he had booked flights to try and get out the country. So that kind of interfered with their investigation because they know if he left the country, it would have been hell trying to get him back to try and prosecute him. I personally believe they wasn't done with the investigation, but they had to act fast just so he didn't leave. If y'all pay attention, allegedly these are text messages from 2023, which means that they been had this and been had whatever witness that they have as of now. But like I always tell y'all, when the feds strike, they make sure they come correct, so they only come to you with a sentence, and if you refuse, then you just go straight to trial. Now when it comes to the document, clearly they have somebody that's willing to testify and basically somebody that was involved in everything that was going down. They said that they was instructed by Durk to go with Booney Mo to actually purchase a vehicle to slide it on the O Block members. But the reason why they didn't do it is only because of the police presence that's been in O Block. So if he can prove that he was given money by Lil Durk in whatever way, shape, or form to go actually buy this vehicle, and he could show proof that he purchased the vehicle, then it's not looking too good. Now in another document that surfaced, here's the part where it's being alleged that OTF Dede's lawyer allegedly threw Durk under the bus just so he could separate OTF Dede's case from Durk's charges. In the document, it will read, quote, Mr. Banks to an alleged bounty for the unaliving of Mac. Mr. Wilson is not identified in connection with this incident. April 2023 text chain, Munna Duke feud. The notice claims a group text between defendant Banks and OTF members, including defendant DeAndre Wilson, Antonio Jones, aka
Ain't it the same one they just read? Getting done.
Booney Mo, and PW1 reflected Mr. Banks' frustration that O-Block was not properly retaliating for Bennett's death. In the thread, Mr. Banks, not Mr. Wilson, declared, quote, I'm finna pipe it up. Booney Mo responded with, quote, blood is green, emoji of car, and others. Significantly, the government attributes no statements to Mr. Wilson in this exchange. His presence is merely noted as being on the text chain. There is no claim that Mr. Wilson agreed with, endorsed, or acted on Mr. Banks' statements. April 2023 Instagram chain, another text chain between defendant Banks, defendant Wilson, Booney Mo, and Devontae Collier allegedly shows Mr. Banks forwarding an Instagram message he sent to rival Richard Ramsey stating, quote, I got them hunting you up, but better have 3 masks on. Mr. Wilson is not alleged to be the author of the threatening statement. Hit 2023 Booney Mo audio, a voice note allegedly conveying Mr. Banks' instructions regarding money and sliders, aka getaway cars. Mr. Wilson is not identified and there is no evidence he received the audio message. At the end of the document, they will also include lyrics from songs such as Rumors, Schoolman's Butt, and also I Had as their evidence for backup for lyrics that was used by Lil Durk. Now let's make this very clear, right? This doesn't mean necessarily that OTF Dede is snitching, and technically, it's not him throwing Lil Durk under the bus. Right. First and foremost, when you have a lawyer, he's going to do everything in his power to help you because he's basically representing you, nobody else. It may seem like he's throwing Durk under the bus, but in reality, he's just pointing out what's already the obvious. We just don't see it because we're from the outside looking in. But if they've seen the evidence, which they allegedly have, which includes text messages and Instagram messages, then it's going to be clear as day who said what and whatever's there. All the lawyer is doing is defending his client the best way possible. So if Lil Durk is on Instagram chat saying whatever they claim he said, then it'll show. The real problem is these guys using the form of social media to speak about crimes or threats like they don't know better. In fact, the real problem is these guys speaking in text messages, using cell phones.
They using cell phone data. I don't know, bro. Like I said, it just at to a point in time, bro. We gotta be smart, bro, and think like it's just too much technology, bro. Like we can't just be sending stuff and saying stuff and think like some way and we go out here and do this, what we getting ready to do, commit a crime. Then when we get caught, we act like, oh damn, that, like, bro, if it's there, it's there. I'm not saying this is all anything true, because like I said, we don't know. We just on the outside looking in. But it just happened too many times, bro, where niggas get caught up for having evidence on text messages anywhere on like social media, bro. It just like, bro, what's the point, bro? Like, if y'all know, why y'all can't go do this in person, bro? Meet up and talk in person about it, bro. Y'all gotta, that's because, but like, man, I don't know, bro.
Thinking that coded language can be decoded as if they don't know any better. And as much as these guys think that social media can't be used against them in the court of law, time after time they remind y'all that it can, and it does. Unfortunately, nobody seemed to listen. Now, OTF affiliate OTF Twin 300 would of course take to his IG story to defend the guys as he reposted a post about all this and captioned it saying, quote, I really hate this internet-ish, free to go and free to skier. And the irony that he's still putting coded little emojis referring to them as if they don't see what's already in the documents, I don't know, man. However, in the next slide, he will have something else to say in regards to all this going on, as he will state, quote, y'all really think bro gonna pay for a ninja lawyer to have that ninja lawyer blame it on him? Y'all butt smoking deep. Now, of course, leave it up to the guys to defend each other. Y'all know how that go. However, I think what's going on is being taken way out of context but y'all know that's also social media.
Right.
No, OTF Dede is not snitching as of yet, and no, his lawyer isn't trying to put anything on Lil Durk technically. Whenever you get picked up with co-defendants, it's normal for the attorneys to try and separate you from everyone else because it helps them represent you in whatever you are being charged for, instead of other guys' charges being brought upon you. Their job is to focus on you and you only, as the other guys' attorneys will do the same for them. All his lawyer did was point out the obvious, which will show when it's presented as evidence anyway. If anything, it's not Dede them guys need to be worried about. Whatever witness they have that's spilling all the beans seem to be the one they need to worry about the most. Now, what I did find interesting was that another document was produced, and they state that Durk allegedly filed a motion to suppress evidence and also exclude the other acts that the government is trying to introduce. And it said that since the motion contains actual evidence, it's under seal and protected by a protective order, which sounds like more sealed things under Durk's belt, but that's another story. Now, when it comes to all this going on, it looks like these documents are official, but we don't know how they managed to get out there. But with everything leading up to now, it's all starting to make sense. Remember not too long ago, it came out that one of the co-defendants wanted the trial to be prolonged again, and it was granted until January of 2026. I'm assuming that maybe this was OTF Dede's lawyer because they didn't specify who it was, but maybe he's trying to separate Dede from Durk so he could focus on him. We don't know. But let's point something interesting out. What a coincidence that in this paperwork, it states that defendant banks, along with OTF Dede, Booney Mo, and PW1, instructed them to do something to O-Block members, including Munna Duke, due to not sliding for Vaughn.
That's crazy. Like I said, I don't know that, man. Whoever this PW is, hey, man, yeah, I'm trying to, this is right. All y'all street niggas, I mean, that want to be in the streets, bro, y'all better, this is right here, bro. Those things ain't getting told on, bro.
Isn't it strange knowing it was also a little tension already between Duke and Lil Durk? Then the coincidence, Duke is unalive, and right after he was unalive, Duke's baby mother was also Lil Durk's brother D-Thing's baby mother, was screaming free Lil Durk every chance she got. Right. Coincidentally, right after Duke was gone, Durk got another bond hearing after already being denied two in the past. What a coincidence. I don't know, man.
I don't know either, man. This shit, I'm just watching this shit, just interesting. It's just, I don't know, man. Like I said, bro, y'all better stop doing what y'all doing, bro. Watch who y'all got in your circles. Cause, man, niggas out here telling for free. Y'all like and comment, let me know y'all thoughts on the video, man. Catch y'all on the next one.